Are you ready? Because he's ready. It's Master Jeff! Martial arts expert, instructor extraordinaire, and general clown. He's not afraid of coronavirus. He's not afraid of the bad guys. Master Jeff is not afraid of anything.
Nobody showed up for Master Jeff's early morning workout. Oh. Where the smack are you guys, you lazy? No, whatever. Okay, so I'm officially talking to anybody who is rewinding for Master Jeff's early morning workout. I am a little on the light duty side anyway because this hernia is really, well, these hernias, I got one on each side. Yeah, way to go, Master Yeffu. And talking is the main problem, really hurts, so I'm going to shut up and start into some Tai Chi. So here we go with a little Kokyunage. We'll do the back and forth version. Here we go. There we go. Then we'll try a little bit of Aikido. You know what? Just for variety, I'm going to do it facing you guys this time. So here we go. Cool, and then we've got some Urufu Yundo. Same thing, I'm gonna do it facing you guys this time. Cool, and then we've got some Sayu Undo. And I'm going to start over here since I rarely do. And here we go. Right. And my shoulders are feeling okay, but I'm going to warm up anyway just to see what we can get done with some push-ups. Pecs are nice and rested. Been resting them since Friday. Did not misbehave over the weekend, so let's swim a little bit. Then backwards. And then both ways. Other both ways. All right. And let's stretch it out. I'm curious to see what we can do with push-ups this morning. I'm not going to push it too hard. Well, let's start our record over. There's Friday's chart. We'll just start this bad boy over. And we'll try to follow the same schedule. Push-ups, crunches, belt curls, and floor slides. So let's see what happens with push-ups. Is anybody coming in yet? I see one viewer. Is that me viewing myself, or do I have a lurker? If I have a lurker, well, welcome. Lurkers are always welcome. No problem if you just want to watch surreptitiously. So here we go with push-ups. Let's remember to cut them belts to the side. Like so, because we want to give the mat a little kiss with our belly button on every push-up. Uh-oh, now I see two concurrent viewers. Do I have two lurkers? One of them might be Febe. Maybe she's unable to chat, but is actually watching. Whatever the case, we got two viewers. I'll take that. Oh, and let me do something real quick. I'm going to check out the pop-out chat. Sometimes somebody shows up on pop-out chat, but they don't show up in the regular chat. And no, it's just me flapping my own pie hole to myself. So, welcome you two lurkers. Let's do some push-ups, see what happens. Here we go. I'm not going to count. I'll just count on you to just follow along. Here we go. I really wanted 50, but I feel like I was already sacrificing some technique just to get to 45. So did not allow 50. It's good though, 45. Sometimes I've found that the second set is actually easier than the first set. We'll see. Let's do some crunches. That did not seem to bother my hernias in the least. In fact, sitting here speaking pushes on them more than anything else. So, oh, look. Hi, Master Jeff. My dad didn't wake me up, so I'm late. Better late than never, my dear. And it might be time to get yourself a watch like Zoe did. If you get a little Timex watch, they have an alarm clock on them. You can set it yourself. Just put it right there by your bed. And it's a nice quiet beep, 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 like that. And won't wake up anybody but you. Yes, I did read your chat. Oh, and you just retracted that, but I saw it before you retracted. All right, so let's do some Cree hunches, girl. We'll do our usual heel ankle touches. All righty. So heels just out of reach. And then we're going to touch our ankles. And I'm going to focus on my upper abs so I don't risk blowing out one of them hernias. Here we go. And I'm not going to count either. Counting is the worst. So you can just follow along. Here we go. 1. 2. 3. All right, belts to the side. Let's stretch it out. I'm going to speak quietly. I feel like I could have gone to 100 crunches easily, but my hernias started poking out a little bit and I couldn't get them to stay in. Sometimes with control of my abs, I can just force the pressure elsewhere, but when I start breaking down, you start getting weaker with reps, then I can't control it. And so I felt it like that a few times, so I better stop. I probably shouldn't even be doing this anyway, but trying to get in the last little bit of workout that I can, because after surgery, no. The doc said at least 6 weeks recovery, maybe as long as 12. We will see. Like and subscribe and hit the bell. Listen to Jubilee, ladies and gentlemen. You want to hit this button here, which creates positive energy throughout your body, which helps your immune system and can actually fend off COVID-19. This one, when you hit that down bell, your subconscious is a little ashamed and stressed that you have disliked something that is so cool and wholesome. That guilty feeling you have actually breaks down your immune system, leaving you vulnerable to the coronavirus. You don't want that. Then the little bell icon, of course, you click that bad boy, and you'll be notified whenever we upload a new video, like this morning. All right, with that out of the way, let's give ourselves credit for some crunchers. Ooh, now it's time for belt curls. Belt curls, I'm pretty able to keep my hernias sucked in. Let's see how they do. I've only got 3 more days of doing this, so I'm really going to try to push through. Just me and Miss Jubilee. And I've been starting with this one a lot. So I'm starting with the M today, like this setup. There we go. And I'm also going to start pushing down with my right. I'm going to hike up my pants a little bit because they always seem to want to fall down and jam up on my leg. All right, let's double check I've got a decent extension. That's decent extension, right? Yeah. Then I want to keep my back straight. I monitor myself. It's easier to do these if I keep looking up. That way I make sure my back's straight, but I also like to monitor myself, make sure my shoulders are even, everything's straight. So that's always good to do. That's why gyms are full of mirrors. All right, here we go. First ones are warm-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm really trying to relax my abs even as I push down. It's not that hard to push down with your leg, but as I flex my biceps. Doesn't seem too hard with belt curls. Seems okay. Okay. Whew. So that is some belt curls. Kavoya. And then floor slides. And if I remember correctly, Juby, you have both sticky floor and a slick floor. So let's do sticky floor today. We haven't done that for a while. So I'll just stretch out the old tank top doing some sticky floor. And if that's not cool with you, Juby, you can just do your slick floor along with me. Or if you've got sticky place, you can do sticky. Let me get my wall out of the way. All right, regardless, we want our belts off to the side or behind, so here we go. We'll do 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I'm not gonna be able to do those. Hurts my hernia. Let's see how the slick floor does. And just so you know, you can Google it if you want, but I'm wearing a two-sided hernia truss. It's little pads that are made to push in on the place that inguinal hernias pop out. So they help hold the hernias in place. Still, you don't want to push it because it can pop right out around those things. It's just a slight help. So it's incumbent on me to pay attention to my body and realize when I'm pushing those things, I don't want to push it. Like I said before, as you know, usually I speak a little louder. I'm trying to speak quietly, and I'm really watching these hernias. Hopefully the slick floor will do better. Let's see what happens. So what were we on? 3, 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. You're gonna have to do them yourself, Truby. That's bothering it too, so I'm gonna stop. I better stop. That is just infuriating because this is my last chance to work out before the surgery, but I don't want to end up in the emergency room with a strangulated hernia. I know it sounds gross, but I'll tell you what it is. You're like your small intestine or bladder or just a layer of fat or tissue sticks out through a hole in your ab. This hole shouldn't be there, but it is. Your gut somehow tore through. Well, what happens is sometimes that'll pop out and get stuck, and then it gets strangled, or this little thing here gets no blood circulation, and it can actually die, that little section. So basically what you just did is cut off a piece of your small intestine, which can give you sepsis and all kinds of terrible ways to die. If that happens, you're supposed to rush to the emergency room. I don't want that to happen. That's gross to even consider. So if I feel the slightest pressure down there, I'm just stopping. Yeah, ew is right. Perfectly described by Miss Jubilee. Yeah, so you got to be very careful. Also, Jubilee, notice throughout this whole thing that I've been telling you guys everything I've researched, because listen, doctors are very smart. But if you look around, you discover that each doctor has a slightly differing opinion. Some doctors completely disagree with one another. It is your body, my body in this case. I want to know what's going on. So I've done a ton of research. That's how I know about this robot surgery versus the cut open surgery. I think the robot's called laparoscopic, something like that. But I know what it is, and I know the difference between regular standard surgery. And I chose that because from my research, that seemed like the best and strongest option. I also know about this strangulation and all that stuff. So it's very important you know about your own body. Don't just leave it to the doctors, because you never know. A lot of lazy doctors out there will tell you what's best for them rather than what's best for you. The same way goes for the news, sister. Please don't be lazy and just rely on getting your information from the news. Those news people are human beings. They have their own opinions. The people who own the news companies, they're human beings. They have their own thoughts and beliefs and commitments, and they're going to choose what information they give you and what information they do not. So it's incumbent on you. If you want to be informed, you have got to go find the information for yourself. Because this politician says something, the other politician accuses them of lying. So which politician do you believe? One news station says to believe this politician, the other news station says to believe this one. So what are you supposed to do? Well, people who only watch this news station, they just believe this politician and this news. So to me, they're misinformed. And the same way with the people who believe this politician or this news source. They're misinformed. My favorite actor, Denzel Washington, Denzel is a god. He once very wisely said, if you don't watch the news, you're uninformed. But if you do watch the news, you are misinformed. And the reporter asked him, well, then where are we supposed to get our information? And Denzel said, well, that's the question, isn't it? It's up to a lot of research and digging. If you really want to know about an issue, you need to get in and dig and research. So when it comes to your body, medicine, when it comes to news, be informing yourself about what's going on around the world. And when it comes to Taekwondo or martial arts, you should get out there and look around. Hey, I love you. I know I'm giving you the best information I can. You shouldn't just rely on me. I'm sorry to say that. But if Master Jeff says you should make a tight fist, well, that's cool. And you can trust me for the time being, but go research. Why do you make a tight fist in martial arts? Maybe you'll discover a loose fist is better. You won't. But maybe you will. Why bend your knees? Why twist your body? Inform yourself, girl, and you might discover that you have a differing opinion than mine. You might discover that, well, I can do what Master Jeff says in class, but actually I prefer it this way or whatever. But you should always question. The answers are not near as important in this life, my dear, as the questions. Okay, so I don't watch news. Good. Actually, I don't either. When I see something going on like this, I'm a grown-up, I own a dojo, I need to know about COVID-19. I go out and research. The last thing I do is listen or watch the news. That's the last thing I do. And I take that back. I do listen to the news, but for one thing, to find out if the mayor has closed the businesses, just so I'll know whether I'm in violation of law or not. In the meantime, while I'm hearing them talk all these numbers, I'm like, you guys are so full of crap because I've done these numbers over here and researched the facts, and you guys are not reporting it. They'll be partially truthful, but not all the way truthful. That's what Satan does. He uses a little bit of truth and then mixes it up with lies. Or he'll do a little bit of truth, but not tell you the rest of the truth and leave you to arrive at a false conclusion. For example, today's death count for COVID-19 is 1,000. And that is true. That is the death count that is reported. But guess what? A lot of those died 6 weeks ago. They just never made it to the count. That 1,000 didn't die yesterday or today. That 1,000, some of them may have died today or yesterday, but a lot of them died last week or last month or 6 weeks ago. So they leave you to assume that's 1,000 people who died last night. It is not. And that is a fact with which I can tell you with 100% certainty it's not a fact. So anyway, I don't watch the news either, girl. So I'm going to stop for today. I don't want to blow out a hernia. And I'll probably, for my push-ups, I'll just do a few here and there. I might even do them on chairs. Go back to doing them on chairs, and I'll leave you to do that. However, Miss Missy, I will do whatever form you want. We'll turn this into a form workshop. Since you're here, it's your class G. So I'm going to wait for you to answer me in the chat any form you want to work on, any form at all. So I'm waiting. You're about 30 seconds behind me. So you're going to be hearing this as I'm already saying what happens 30 seconds later. Oh, I got a good idea. I'll ask you in the chat. That may actually get there before my voice. So any form you want to work on. Go. will work on any form you wish. Just name it, exclamation point. Maybe you've gone to sleep listening to me rail about news and health and all that stuff. Paul got 3. Good choice, girl. Okay, here we go. Paul got 3. And you know what? Oh, it's 8:42 already. Yeah, okay, let's do Paul got 3. So remember, Paul got 3 is our Frankenstein form. It's made up of bits and pieces of other forms. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Paul got 3. Look at this, Miss Juby. I have written it out for you right there. Now it's written all over my face. So Paul Guy 3 is made up of basic 1. It starts with basic 1. And it is exactly basic 1. Everything else is like a version of it. Then it's basic 2. And the exception is you punch on the key up. So you got basic 1. Then you've got basic 2. Right? Then you turn around up top and you do Pyongan 2, except it's all in a straight line. You got that? Basic 1, basic 2, then Pyongan 2, and then the reason I put it in quotes, it's basic 3. It uses the outside block a few times, but it's not really basic 3. At this point right here, coming back down the middle, it's its own thing, and we're going to detail that today. And then at the end is Paul Guy 2, except punches only, no kicks. So it's just high block punch, high block punch. So memorize this for Paul Guy 3. Basic 1, basic 2, Pyongan 2, basic 3-ish, and then Paul Guy 2. That's the whole form. If you can just memorize that, then this form will be very easy for you. Even if you don't get it exactly right, you'll always get it close. So I'm going to leave that up right there as a kind of a little cheat sheet for you because you can see me right through the letters. All right, so we're going to skip basic 1, no problem. Basic 2 with a punch key up at the end, that's no problem. Pyongan 2 in a straight line, that's no problem. Coming back down the middle, that's a problem. So I'm going to start the form right here. So basic 1, then basic 2 with a key up punch at the end. Height, then Pyongan 2 in a straight line. Now here we go for this complicated part. You do basic 3, basic 3. You don't move your feet, you just twist them. Basic 3, basic 3. Now we go backwards with inside blocks. So here we go. Basic 3, basic 3. Backwards inside, backwards inside, and then inside, shift over, outside. So let's do that again, this time straight in a row. So we punch, height, middle block, middle block, middle block, middle block. Basic 3, basic 3. Inside block, inside block, inside block, outside block. Then the end is easy. High block punch, high block punch. That's it. Now I'm going to do that middle section the other way. So we got basic 1, basic 2, except a punch key up, height, Pyongan 2, except a straight line. And here we go with that other part. Outside, outside. Inside, 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 outside. So one way to remember this Jubilee is 2, 1, 1, 2. You have a double move, then a single, then a single, then a double, like that. 2, 1, 1, 2. Okay? Ooh, 21-12. one of my favorite songs. It's a song called 2112. It's more like a, good Lord, a rock and roll anthem. And then check this out, the configuration of those. The first one is outside, outside. Then the single is an inside. Then the next single is an inside. Then the next double is an inside, outside. So out, out, in, out. That's another way to remember it. Out, out, in, out. Outside block, inside block, inside block, inside block, outside block. So let's hit that part one more time. Now that you've got it. And let me see here. Let me see if I can do this on the fly. I'm going to try something, girl. Text. It will be let's see how this works. Where is that little thingy? Mm-hmm. Ooh, look at that, what Master Jeff did for you. Uh-huh. There we go. Outside, outside, inside, 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 outside. So let me just hide this for a second. And I'm going to pull this over here. Whoops, I moved me. There's our configuration. La, 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 la. I don't even know this form. Thank you. All right, cool. Does that mean I'm talking too much? Let's do this part one more time, and then we'll do the whole form. So we get up to our punch on the basics of our height, then we turn middle block, middle block, middle block, middle block. Now here we go. Outside, outside, inside, 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 outside. Now we'll do it from the other way. Basic 1, basic 2, punch, height. Turn around, pin on 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here we go, just like the labels say. Outside, outside, inside, 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 outside. And then pocket 2 with no punches. High block, with no kick. High block, punch, key up, height. All right. So I'm going to leave this up here as a cheat sheet. Then I'm going to leave this in case you need it. I'll put it right there as a cheat sheet for you. I hope you can see those, and I don't know if that helps or not, but I'm trying, girl. I'm trying. So now I'm going to do Pog 3 with my back to you as if I were lined up in front of you in class. Here we go. And height. Here we go. Height. All right. So what did you think? It's fine? Okay, cool. So how did you do that time? Did you do that time? Get all the way through. Tell you what, while you're answering, just in case, I will do the same thing again. And I'll leave those cheat sheets up. In fact, you know what? Let me hide this. I'll hide my ticker for right now so you can see the cheat sheets. So, okay, here we go. Starts off, basic 1. Basic 2 with a punch key up. Height, Pyongan 2. Read your cheat sheet. Pogge 2, punches only. Height. Oh, I hate having to be a wimpy non-workout, but I got to be smart, man. Even talking to you is like killing me, dude. I was thinking I was fine this morning. I even rode my bike this morning, no problem. When I first spoke, when this show cranked up, right away, one of them hernias popped out. Oh, so frustrating. And now I got to wait till Thursday to get it fixed, and then there's going to be a recovery time. I'll have to rely on the black belts of the dojo to get through this. All right, Juby, I'm going to get off of here and get to doing what you pay me to do. I'm going to hide these notes for now because we don't use them with anybody except you and me. So now, Juby, you can practice that Pogge 3, and you can even rewind this morning workout, which basically was a one-on-one between you and me, and that is awesome. So, Jubilee, are you ready? Let's say it together. We are out of here! This has been a South Miami Taekwondo live stream with Master Jeff. Avoid practicing the techniques during live stream with Master Jeff while drunk, stoned, sloshed, tipsy, buzzed, blotto, slammed, plowed, charlie, play-eyed, hammered, wasted, inebriated, or otherwise intoxicated. Watching live stream with Master Jeff, you acknowledge the possibility of and leave all liability for hematoma, laceration, occipital fracture, broken nose, acute tendon, or dislocation, strained wrist, hyperextended elbow, broken ribs, bruising or bleeding, tear, sprains, fractures, dislocated shoulder, or concussion. All rights reserved. Unauthorized presentation and publication strictly prohibited.